the harmony that's involved in the study of jazz improvisation. So we've done this already once before. Turned out to be quite successful. This year we had more applicants than we had even last year. The students from across the country, whether they were participating in the jazz festival or not, were encouraged and invited to send in applications for this. They created YouTube videos of playing, improvising over standard tunes. And the 3 standard tunes that we're evaluating them on are blues, specifically the blues that Charlie Parker wrote that has a lot of chord changes in it, called Bird Blues, and the tune they're going to play is called Blues for Alice and uses this standard chord progression. And then there's a standard tune from the American songbook called Just Friends. And then rhythm changes, which is a really popular form. It's based on Gershwin's tune, I Got Rhythm. And these are tunes that are reasonably demanding in terms of the preparation that needs to go into them. This is the first day of 3 days of our jazz festival. The next 2 days, we've actually got 32 bands performing at the St. James Theater, starting at 9 o'clock in the morning, I think, tomorrow, until like 4:30. We've got, the judges just read, oh my God. So we had, I think, 22 bands last year, and now we're up 10 more bands, and 22 was a pretty packed schedule. So we're really excited about how this is sort of taking off. The big concert, the gala concert called the Jazz Concert is tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, I believe, in the St. James Theater. And Rodger Fox and I, my colleague from the school here, have been running the National New Zealand Youth Jazz Orchestra for several days already. We've done a couple concerts, and they'll be performing in the first half of that concert. The New Zealand School of Music, Big Band 1 will be performing in the second half. The NZSM Latin Ensemble will also be performing at that. And of course, our judges, our adjudicators for the Jazz Festival, our guest artists for the Youth Jazz Orchestra, and our guest artists for that concert are in fact the same judges, or serving as judges for this competition. And I'll introduce them now, up there somewhere in the darkness. Dick Oatts is the lead alto saxophone player of the Vanguard Jazz Orchestra in New York City and has been for several decades, and is an absolutely fantastic saxophone player and has played on many of my favorite recordings, and as a composer has played on a lot of my favorite jazz compositions that exist. And we're amazingly happy to have him here touring with the Youth Jazz Orchestra and doing all these other things with the festival. And our second judge, who just came in, I think it was 2 nights ago, right? Bennie Maupin, who's been around, I don't even want to say the number of decades, but, legendary, has been on several legendary albums, including those with Herbie Hancock and Miles Davis. And so these guys bring a wealth of experience and a level of artistry that we hope will rub off on some of these students while they're here. They both did amazing clinics all afternoon. They did 4 hours of saxophone clinics. So I think that's all we need to talk about at the moment. The first contestant, Tyaan Singh from Kapiti, was actually the winner of this competition last year. And so please welcome him, Tyaan Singh.
Thank you.